Wow. Oh man, episode 15. Sesshomaru's a badass. Like, let's talk about it, man. We gotta talk about this dude. But before we do, what up, everybody? It's your boy, it is Kills. And we back. Yashahime Princess Half Demon, episode 15. If you guys are enjoying the series as much as I am, enjoying these reviews that I'm doing, leave a like and subscribe, man. A lot of y'all are not subscribed. What's going on? What's up? Thought we in this together. But let's get right into it, man. So Riku, I don't know what to think of Riku, man. At this one moment, he gives off this aura of this guy that is up to something, like he's up to no good in a way, and then right here he's playing back fiddle. He's playing support, not even support. He's really playing literally the background. He's a background character, like he's the narrator, essentially. But it's like, what's going on with this dude? He wasn't the one that awoke in Kirimaru. Like my last video I did kind of checked out almost 100%, if not clearly 100%. I'm not really sure, but I almost got everything right. But Hosenki made another Black Pearl of Inuyasha. Apparently, well, not apparently, it was Riku who gave him his Rainbow Pearl in order to help Hosenki make the Black Pearl in under 4 years. I believe it was like 100 years before, which is why they had trouble in the original series getting that pearl again. He did it in 4 years. He used Inuyasha's mother's rouge. He used the Rainbow Pearl to have it in 4 years. Riku gives him the rouge, and with the Black Pearl, Senki goes to give it to Inuyasha, and then we get classic Inuyasha Kagome moment. Inuyasha pretty much shows off Adamant Barrage to Hosenki the second, because that was pretty much his payment for making the pearl. He just wanted to see his dad's, what is it, adamantine? The Adamant Barrage. He was adamant about seeing the Adamant Barrage. So pretty much shows it to him and pretty much wrecks their home. And then Kagome, in true Kagome fashion, tells him to sit, which was a good moment. My dog is barking. Literally right after that, like not even 5 minutes into the episode, we get confirmation Ren's the mom. Now for anti-Sesshomaru Ren, I don't do the sessions. I don't do the shippings. Essentially, I don't really get into all of that, but I'm pretty sure. Well, now I'm pretty sure. I know that there's a very vocal portion of the fandom that is against this. There's accusations of grooming. There's a lot of current society issues that are being placed upon the series, and for those people, I just want to say, original Inuyasha series had a lot of stuff going on in that series, and let me say that Sesshomaru grooming, he wasn't the one that was doing the grooming. If you want to be honest here, Moroku had literally an episode where the man asked an 11-year-old to bear his child. Now that took place a couple years before that episode took place, and we see her a little older. But even then, even Kagome, it was like, this girl's younger than me. Things were really different back then. That is Kagome. I'm pretty sure she was like, what, 15, 16? The 16-year-old who went all the way back into time, fell in love with a 50, is he like not even a 50-year-old, because Inuyasha was 50 when he was put into the spell. He's over 50 and fell in love with him. Yes, essentially you could say he's a teenage boy, but if we're going by the years, and he is half demon, so those years do count. He was in his 60s when they met. I'm just saying, this whole series takes place in a time where current society mannerisms and customs were way different. There was rules and regulations that we have now that they probably would look at like, y'all are crazy. But again, technological advancement, 2021, 13th century, whatever. So, feudal Japan, there's a big difference, but yeah. And for the other vocal portion of the Sesshomaru fandom shipping, you guys are ecstatic. That's all I'm gonna say on it. Am I a little uncomfortable about it? You could say that, yeah. Especially with how we see their relationship go through in the beginning of the series of Inuyasha, pretty much, and see how that goes to now. Yeah, it's a little odd, it's a little uncomfortable, but feudal Japan, gotta remember. So what can we do? What can we do? Honestly, but yeah, Riku meets with Kagome, tells him about this great cataclysm, which was a comet that was coming down to destroy the earth, pretty much. Kinemaro and Toga, Inuyasha, Sesshomaru's parent, Sesshomaru's dad, they came together and got rid of the comet. Now, I thought this was a lie, but Kinemaro later in the episode pretty much confirms that he took part of that, and that he was expecting Sesshomaru and Inuyasha to take care of the comet, which they did during the episode. But when it went to commercial break, when it went to a little break in the show, you see another comet in the background behind them is coming down, or something red is coming from the sky coming down. We don't know if that, we don't really know if that's another comet or if that's another being or whatever, but the show it went out of its way to show that there was another comet or something else was coming down. So what exactly was it? I'm gonna guess it's another comet, but it probably wasn't on the same level of destruction as the one that Sesshomaru and Inuyasha got rid of. But I don't think they would just show that just to show it. So also, Sesshomaru seems to be the good guy here. He seems to be the guy that's taking the most proactive moves during this episode, and it looks like he's playing literally a game of chess with Zero, who seems to be the sister of Kinemaro. I believe it's the older sister, I think the summary said, but she's the one that woke up Kinemaro. She's also tells him about Sesshomaru, about Inuyasha, Sesshomaru having half demon twins, Inuyasha already being half demon, and now having a child with Kagome, who's on the way. She's pretty much due any moment as well. Zero pretty much tells Kinemaro, like, we have to get rid of these guys. And then we also see the Shikon Jewel, even though it's been I think it's been about 4 years, maybe 4 years. It's about 4 years or so since the final act. So you can still believe that the Shikon Jewel still has a certain level of influence over the world in feudal Japan in terms of demons and stuff like that. But in terms of Kinemaro, Zero, maybe even Riku, their influence even stretches to the current timeline of the current anime right now, 14 years after this incident. There was a prophecy, as I said, episode 15, the preview that I had, or video I had, that there was a prophecy that someone or something that's neither completely demon, completely human was going to take out Kinemaro, which we assumed was half-breeds or quarter demons from Roha. Kinemaro doesn't really seem to be the one that's worried about it. It seems to be more on Zero. But I guess being that I think she's the older sister, he doesn't seem to be, not that he doesn't want to listen to her, but he seems to go about it in terms of listen to his older sister. Okay, but why did Sesshomaru join? And like I said, it's been like the whole episode seemed to be like a game of chess between the two of them, because when she came to him to tell him even about the the cataclysm that was coming down. She even was like, hey, I heard you, rumor has it you got some twins on the way. Heard they have demons. I'm gonna tell my brother, like, should hide them, cause I'm gonna go snitch. Cause you know, half demons supposed to be my brother's worst enemy. I'm gonna go snitch, but before I go snitch, I'm gonna just tell you, like, you know, heads up, hide them, because it's gonna go down. And he pretty much does. And she even sends Lady Joker, trash ass, sends Lady Joker over there to even try to stop him, which seems to be like a little chess move to get the rainbow pearls off of Lady Joker to Sesshomaru. So he then gives to Towa and Setsuna, and even Zero was like, yeah, that's kind of, I expected that. So they're pretty much going move for move during this whole episode on who's gonna top the other person, and it leads me to even suspect who's really having the upper hand. Even 14 years later, who's really having the upper hand? Whose plan is coming into fruition more than the others? Because right now, Ren's in the tree. Towa Setsuna still has the rainbow pearls, yeah, but Zero's still around. Kirimaru's still around. Sesshomaru's still around. Who's really winning in this war of chess? Literally. And I feel bad for Jockin. I don't know why. Like, this episode just made me realize, like, yo, Jockin is really a real one, because he's the one that set up the barrier to hide the twins when they were just born. He was supposed to be taking care of them along with Ren. He said he was going to bring Ren there too. But then we don't see Jockin anymore after that. So I'm worried. And even when we see Sesshomaru currently, when we saw Imitation Kikyo, Ren in the tree, there's no Jockin. So did Jockin die trying to protect the twins? We don't know. Like, all the major, like, non-fighters of the groups, all groups, like, we haven't seen Shippo. We haven't seen Hachi since he took Maroha when Sesshomaru Kirimaru popped up. We haven't seen Jockin. So it's like, I'm worried of where all the non-fighters of all the groups are at presently. Like, were they taken out when people were searching for the twins in Maroha? Who knows? I don't know. There's a lot of information. They dumped a lot of information in this episode, and it felt like it was a recap of a season we never got. Even after the after effect of everything, like Sesshomaru, Kirimaru, they went to go after Inuyasha. As we saw, Sesshomaru pretty much in true Sesshomaru fashion stuck his fingers in Inuyasha's eye, took the Black Pearl again, which I'm trying to understand. Inuyasha, your brother did it the first time. Why the hell would you put it back in the same place again? Like, that doesn't... it's Inuyasha. That's the only way I can headcanon it. It's Inuyasha. He does idiotic things. He doesn't think rationally. So, yeah. Wow, you lost the pearl again. And not only did you lose the pearl again, Sesshomaru used the one-time use, I believe, because it's only one-time use that you can go into Toga's grave and out. You can only do it one time. And he used that one time to seal Kagome and Inuyasha. That's where they at. They are at Toga's grave, probably chilling inside wherever they chilling at inside of the graveyard. Why did Sesshomaru do that? You could say it was to protect them. Jockin said they had use for them later on down the line. Kirimaru was probably just like, all right, well, look, as long as they're not in the picture currently, I don't care. Do what you want to do. Which it kind of explains why Moroku and Sango weren't able to do anything. Because how do you get to Toga's graveyard without Inuyasha and without the Black Pearl? And that's in Sesshomaru's hands. You have to go through Sesshomaru. Maybe Sesshomaru was the demon that Moroku went to and got his ass whooped, and why he's been training for the past couple years. Everything's starting to tie back in together, literally. And all it took was a recap of past events. That's all that this show needed, and now we have confirmation of certain things. So it's what happens now? Because given the preview is going to be a Maroha centered episode, which me and a lot of other people in the fandom have been asking for a while. And even towards the end of this episode, we see that Hachi took Miroha to Koga, which makes the most perfect sense. You send Kagome's child to the man that loved Kagome. He's gonna make sure that she doesn't die. Now, granted, do he treat her like a daughter? No, because in the episode we see that the person who ends up being her master, I can't pronounce his name correctly, so I'm not gonna pronounce it, but Koga wasn't the master. It was seemingly another person in the tribe, and in the preview for the next episode, that master got into some shit. So she was sent to go live with Koga and the Wolf Demon tribe. We also get confirmation of why Setsuna had the dream butterfly snatch her dreams. Zero was using a dream gazing spell to keep tabs on where the twins were, which started the forest fire and how she knew they were in the forest, which ties in Homura. Like, everything has literally tied together with this one episode. We see why Lady Joker was involved, why she hated Sesshomaru, why Homura was involved, Riku's involved. Everybody in this whole episode had threads of fate tied in, and we got confirmation on everything. This was a great episode. Next episode is probably going to be great. Probably not to this level. This, I would probably say, was a 10, just because they pretty much answered a lot of questions. Pretty much the most dire questions that the fandom was probably asking. They answered it in one episode. Kind of fast paced, yeah, but it's like it's a 22 minute episode. There's only so much you could get through, and I'm pretty sure they want to get going with as much of the next portion of this series as possible. They still answered the question. A lot of questions. I enjoy it. Hopefully you enjoyed it too. Comment down below, what would you rate it? I give it a 10. If you disagree, comment down below. Leave a like. Subscribe, man. We are 19 away from 100. 19 away. Join the ride, please. With me. Join me as we go and sail beyond a feudal fairy tale. Like, I'll leave that in there. Haha. But it's been your boy Kills. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.